Hi everyone, welcome to my video. I am here to talk to you about two stamp sets. First is the Quiet Meadow, and then I wanted to show you this one here, Happiness Abounds. So let's get started. Okay, I turned the camera down and we're going to be looking here at these two cards. I made this one here with the Quiet Meadow, and we also use the die. Okay, and we're doing some stenciling also, and I will show you that in a little bit. Here's the other card. So actually I think what I'll do is show you the stenciling first. Now I stenciled on the envelope, so what I did was I used the dies. Here is the dies for this. I take and put my dies on these magnetic sheets. They work out really good for holding your dies, and that way you're not going to lose any of them. So what I did on this card right here, I used this die. I cut it out in white cardstock. You can see right here, I cut it out in white cardstock. So I'm going to show you what I did was I used the template, this template right here, to color the envelope, and I'm going to show you right now how I colored it. So we're going to do the inside of the card. So I'm just going to lay this right here just to get a little bit of color. Now, if you want, you can use a sticky note, which I'm going to hold this down because you don't want it to move while you're stenciling. I'm not going to do the center on this one. I'm just going to do probably just the flower and a little bit of the leaf. So these are the new end colors. This is the Parakeet Party, and this one is the Orchard Oasis. We have Starry Sky, Tahitian Tide, and Sweet Sorbet. So the one I used for this, oh actually I didn't use the end color, so let me show you. I used this color here, Rich Razzleberry. So we'll talk more about the end colors in a little bit. Okay, and I use my blender brush, which works great for this. So you just take and ink it up and tap the first one off, and then just go press it around like this. And I'm not doing a whole lot of color on this because it's just the inside of the envelope. I mean the inside of the card. Okay, I think that's enough for that color. Then I'm going to use the green, and I used, for this card, I used the soft succulent because I really like that color. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp off first. If you can remember to do that, you just tap off, actually. And then you can put a sticky note here if you want. So you don't want to get the flower, but you do want to go all the way up and get the stem on this green here up to the top. And I'm not going to do a center. Like I said, it's only the inside of the card. Let me look and see. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. I like it. It turned out just the way I wanted it to. Okay, so let me close up this ink pad, put it aside, and then let's see what we've got here. I think it's so cool that you can actually cut the flower out and use the stencil to color the envelope and to color the inside of the card. So what I wanted to show you also was this butterfly. What I did, I cut the butterfly out and it was the whole butterfly. So I cut it in half. Actually, it wasn't totally in half. I left the body on one side so I could glue that down. And so then I glued the other half down at the back, and you can lift it a little bit. And then the body is holding the top one. And it gives it some dimension when you do it that way. And of course I use the sentiment from the stamp set, Thinking of You, on that one. Now for this flower here, that is this one right here, I used white, except for the stem here I used old olive cardstock, but for the stem that's what I used. And then this part right here I used my blender brushes, and I colored. I'll show you how quick and easy this is. I'm not going to color the whole flower, but I'm going to just color a little bit. So this is what color? Oh, that green. Okay. So I'm going to start here, tap the excess off, and then just, okay. Actually, I think I used old olive for this one right here, because it was darker. And then for this one here, I used the soft, or what did I say that was? It's succulent, soft succulent. Okay, but yeah, you just keep coloring it. If you want it darker, color it darker. You can see how, if you give it more pressure, it picks up the color more. And then of course on this one right here, what I did was I cut it off. What I did was I just cut it off. Then I used the die for this one to I used the die right here, and I glued it on top. So I used the pretty paper that we got. It's let's see here. Here's the colors of the paper, and I used this one here, which is Orchid Oasis. And we have, of course, the inks. I bought the inks to go with each one of the colors of the paper, so you can see the colors, how pretty they are. And then you just glue it down. It's really not a hard card to make, especially if you're kind of in a hurry. You just go ahead and cut everything out, and you can color them later if you want. But I really enjoyed doing it. And then I also got the baker's twine that matches the in colors, so I thought that was a neat thing. So if you enjoy this card and you want to make one, well then just go right ahead and get this stamp set. It's the Quiet Meadow, and then it's got some sentiments here: thinking of you, you're too kind, love. And then it also has, let me show you, it's got actually two butterflies. It's got this one here, and then it's got more stems in that. I would show you the other ones, but I'm just going to stick to these two. And then it's got the tag for the word love, and then this is the one I used right here for thinking of you, this one right here. And then here's the center of the flower if you want to cut that out. So anyway, there's for that set. And then I did order these right here, glossy dots. They're really pretty. You always want to do a little bit of embellishment on your cards. So I wanted to move on now to this other stamp set that I was telling you about. Let me move this out of the way. You can see how easy this is. All you do is just cut it, and then you can also use aqua painters. You can use your watercolor aqua painter to go into your inks, or else you can use the pencils. So there's several ways that you can cut things, but I wanted to show you this pretty paper here that I bought also. I love this paper. It's beautiful. And here it is. Okay, there's several different ones of these blossoms. Now this goes with the stamp set. Let me see if I have Happiness Abounds. So you can see how the paper matches the stamp set. And I'll show you in just a little bit what I'm doing with it. And it's got the beautiful watercolor on the other side. Then here's this one here with pretty, the colors are just absolutely beautiful. Okay. And then there's that one with the little X design. And then here's this one with this, I think that is just some little flowers and X's. And then here's what I wanted to show you. Okay, here's the back of this one. Look at those beautiful watercolor. So what I did on this, you can actually line the dies up. And that's what I did. I still got one more to cut out. You just take the dies and line it up to where it matches on the paper, and you can cut the paper out with the die, and then there's your flower. So then you don't have to color it if you don't want to. Okay, I just cut this one out. You can see how pretty that is. And so here's the rest of them. I didn't actually make a card yet. I just got this set in the mail, and so here's the ones that I cut out. And there's like this one here, I went ahead and cut the center of that one out to put it on top to give it some dimension. And then here is the leaves. Anyway, this is kind of a short video, but you can see how you can line everything up with the dies and cut these out and put your cards together. I just want to close now and let me know what you think about this video. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Give me a thumbs up, send me some love, and let me know what you think. Make a comment, sign in to the YouTube, and you'll be able to make a comment. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.